Hey Cobra Kai fans, welcome to the breakdown for the new Cobra Kai Season 4 images. So we are going to go from chronological order from when people.com posted these images. So we will start with the first image, which is titled as Daniel and Johnny make peace. Now I'm going to read the description and I'm going to give you my idea of what I think. The description reads, when Season 3 of Cobra Kai concluded, Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence were faced with a common enemy in John Kreese, but can they actually bury the hatchet once and for all? Rivalries don't need to last forever, Daniel says in the most recent trailer. Now it's interesting because this image doesn't tell us a lot about what's going on, although Johnny is reaching his hand and he looks like he's making a deal with Daniel. Daniel looks like he looks a bit smug, and I'm not sure if this is before they start building that platform where they start to train and use it with the Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang students. Because if you look at what Daniel's holding, he is using the sanders that Mr. Miyagi gave him when he was cleaning the wood. And perhaps he's doing that. Johnny might be helping him build this platform so that they can train, and it looks to be in such an All Valley fashion. So they really want to mentally prepare their students and give them a kind of idea of how it will feel to fight in the tournament. I think he's getting ready to construct this with Johnny, hence why he's holding those and hence why Johnny has got his hand up. Maybe they make a deal, just having a little joke, but it's so hard to tell because Johnny and Daniel's faces don't really say that they are angry or annoyed, but it does look like they are. There seem to be some sort of joke that has been said. Hence why Daniel's looking smug. The next image is titled, the kids are as surprised as we are. Students of Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang dojos, Dimitri, Samantha LaRusso, Hawk and Miguel Diaz look nervous as they watch their senseis attempt to unite. Perhaps this links with the first image, but everyone in this looked like they were participating in a meditation, and the reason why is because in that first little glimpse of Season 4, we saw a bit of the students in the Miyagi dojo. I don't know if they were doing another meditation in this image, but some of the clothing is hard to tell because in those images Sam was wearing something different, and that's an indication that this is actually a different shot on a different time. Could actually be second episode Season 4 where things are starting to be a little bit bumpy between Johnny and Daniel. Things are very unclear for the students, and you can see Hawk is clearly here, Dimitri, Chris, Mitch, Abe, Miguel, Nate, Sam and Bert. I'm very curious, Johnny and Daniel bickering, and perhaps the meditation isn't what Johnny likes because he never learnt karate that way. Now of course this image is the shot that we saw in the recent Season 4 teaser. Now we saw Johnny doing the crane kick, and as you can look on, Sam was laughing in that shot. In the same shot that we get here from a different angle in better quality, we can see that Sam really found the humor in this. This might actually be the first time we've seen her interact with Johnny in a positive way, rather than that being really bad like it was in Season 1. And she clearly is enjoying it because her dad, Daniel LaRusso, pulled out that kick on Johnny. Johnny seeing the humor, maybe he's saying that the crane kick could work in this situation. Clearly Daniel is trying to demonstrate some sort of technique, or it's a training drill, and of course Johnny is gonna pay some sort of tribute to that because literally got over that loss. Also they'll use that in the Season 1 tournament. The fact that he's doing this pose just shows how much he admires Daniel's crane kick. Also might show some appreciation for Miyagi because this move got Johnny's approval, because he said to LaRusso he was alright at the end of the Karate Kid movie. There's not too much to say, but this is definitely after this first image that we saw, because look at the platform and look at the background. They definitely look like they've reworked the whole of the garden to make it more spacious and definitely to prepare. Now this is the first image really interested most fans. The title says Enemy's Plot. Now John Kreese alone leading Cobra Kai this time. The Karate Kid Part 3 villain Terry Silver has rejoined the fray. Since the beginning of the series, we've been carefully orchestrating the right moment to unleash Cobra Kai Dojo co-founder Terry Silver into the universe. Now, that moment now, we can wait for the whole world to experience Tom and Ian Griffith's majestic return to the franchise. Now, the fact this is titled Enemy's Plot can make it very clear that guys are catching up for old time's sake, but also to plan what they're going to do for the next All Valley and the future for the Cobra Kai. Now, when you look at Kreese looks a little bit serious. Silver smiles. Never seen these two have these kind of faces when they interact with each other. Kreese actually looks like he's been taken by surprise. Silver's smiled. I don't think this is a bad situation or Kreese is disagreeing. However, it does look like he is shocked about something. Silver has given him an idea that struck his mind, or it's that one moment they've caught and it just looks like Kreese is a little bit annoyed. It is like a little bit similar to that shot of Silver entering the dojo in the season 4 teaser, and he looked like he was annoyed with Kreese, although it was just a shot and it was just him entering the dojo. We don't know the full context, but we can say they are catching up over dinner at a nice restaurant. As you can see, the bar in the background, it looks very fancy. They definitely look like they are getting ready to dig into a nice meal, but also talk shop about what they will do. No Mercy for Tori and Robbie is the name of this next image. Now, Tori has been on top of Robbie in the last image that we saw of them together in the All Valley promo teaser. It was a very quick shot, but Tori was wearing a champion branded Cobra Kai hoodie and she was on top of Robbie. I don't know the order of both, but if we're looking at Kreese with his gi here, he was wearing the same gi in the shot in the teaser, and of course he's going to wear this gi a lot. However, the look that he has and the way his hair is looks very similar to the same shot that we saw here. Now, I think this might be after this shot, because it feels like after they've done the drill, perhaps he has a conversation with Robbie about tournament. Tori looks like she's training a lot with Robbie, and perhaps Robbie and her are really competing to see who is truly the best out of both. They seem to be a couple going into season 4. However, we don't actually know the full context and the level of their relationship. Could be more of a rivalry, because Tori really likes the fact that she is one of the main Cobras, and if Robbie comes in and takes that from her, that might not rub her the way that she wants. So I think just simply is a drill. However, this could actually foreshadow something that happens between Robbie and Tori, or maybe the fact Tori is asserting that she is still the main Cobra. Robbie is obviously going to be one of the assets for season 4 for Cobra Kai. However, I don't think he is going to make it easy for Tori, because he will be the one to win it. Although Tori would love to be getting revenge on Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang, specifically Sam, I don't think she would want to make this happen, because personally I don't think she wants anyone else but her to win, because she just seems so fierce and so angry. That team up and the fact that Miguel and Sam are together probably going to annoy her quite a bit. This is probably one of the most important images that is part of these exclusive photo releases. The title is A Father-Son Moment. The description reads, will Daniel's son Anthony finally step away from the video games and into the dojo to fight alongside his sister? Well, the reason being is not only just because he's the son of Daniel LaRusso and her sister is Sam LaRusso, who does karate. If you look to the left, there's a yellow sweatshirt or hoodie and it says No Mercy. That font is the exact same font as you'd see in the Cobra Kai dojo with the motto strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Could also be a champion hoodie, because Vanessa Rubio was wearing a hoodie very similar to this. Vanessa Rubio's hoodie said no fear, and it was a champion Cobra Kai hoodie. Now I think this is a champion Cobra Kai hoodie that says no mercy, but why would Anthony be wearing that? Daniel looks like he's having a conversation with Anthony about Cobra Kai, and if this is the case, what if Anthony has gone into Cobra Kai with Kenny and these guys become friends perhaps, and they influence each other, and Anthony really wants to start karate but ends up joining Cobra Kai? That might be a big moment for him, but also the LaRussos. Daniel will have to give him that talk to say why it's the worst idea he could possibly think, but he needs his son with him. In that All Valley shot in the season 4 All Valley promo, where you can see Anthony in the background. Now, I don't know why he is here, because a lot of people were hoping he would compete in the next All Valley. However, it doesn't mean he won't, but I hope he does in the future. If he's not going to be involved in the tournament, then I want to see him at least do karate and fight. He's getting older and the karate will catch up to him, especially with all the ruckus in the valley and the students around his age, and the school is going to be influenced by karate. So I feel this is a situation where either Daniel really wants him to do karate with him, or maybe Anthony feels the style of karate isn't to his liking and he has become a fan of Cobra Kai for that reason. But I'm sure this is a situation about the hoodie, because the way Daniel is looking at him with the posture, it does look like it's a serious chat. And when they're at the sofa like this, they have been very deep and serious chats, like the one Daniel had. Shannon told Robbie that she was going to rehab. It kind of gives that same energy, and I do feel that there is a similar tone with the way Daniel is talking to Anthony. Maybe this is where he finally reveals why Cobra Kai was so bad, especially when Terry Silver was his sensei. If Terry Silver gets his hands on Anthony and tries any of that, he will try and damage Anthony, especially the fact that he is the son of Daniel LaRusso, the new guy. Now finally we get an exclusive photo of Kenny in school. The description is pretty much very straightforward, as we already know that Kenny was described as a bullied kid that turned to karate to defend himself. Now you can see that a lot of kids are bullying him. It's not just one, but a lot of these kids might not even be involved in the karate, although I think a few will be, because naturally his character isn't just going to take all of that. I think there will be new characters that are part of this journey that he will go through, and maybe Devon and Anthony are part of this. I would love to see those guys in his arc, because not only they look like a similar age, but that would also bring out more importance in Anthony. I've said this before and I would love to see that. So I really hope we do see more on this. There is one more shot, and it wasn't actually on people.com. It was actually courtesy of the official Cobra Kai series page on Instagram, and I believe on Twitter. John Hurwitz may have posted this as well, of Miguel Diaz, Carmen Diaz and Yaya Diaz. The Diaz family are posed here, and Miguel, this confirms that there will be the prom, and he is 100% prom ready. He looks like he is in the LaRusso's house, as if you look in the background, and you can see that they are definitely visiting Sam, because that will be Miguel's prom date, as things look like they were getting better here, and he's obviously waiting to see Sam and take her to prom. But of course Carmen and Yaya are here, and they're probably waiting with Miguel, of course, to take him to prom. And Daniel and Sam and maybe Anthony are on the other side of this, and Amanda of course. So it's going to be quite a sweet scene, and perhaps this is going to be a tease into where things go between Miguel and Sam. Will he crack that I love you to her, because he seems to really care about Sam, and I think that will be the case. So I think this image is just a tease into Miguel and Sam at the prom. But it's great to see the Diaz family are all in the LaRusso's household, and Carmen and Yaya are in the LaRusso house for the first time that we've seen ever in Cobra Kai series. So of course Carmen and Amanda are good friends, and they get on, as of course as Sam and Miguel basically are dating again, but they never really had an issue with each other anyway. And of course Yaya, I can't wait to see what she says when she sees Sam and Miguel. She'll probably crack a brilliant line. But yeah, this is the last image. This definitely confirms prom will be happening. So guys, that is the full breakdown for this. I might have missed quite a few things, but if you found anything that I didn't, make sure to comment them down below. Smash that like button so this video goes into the algorithm, and make sure to subscribe right now, and let's hit 20k before season 4. We are so close. Thank you for watching guys. I'll see you real soon.